If you have 5 minutes or less than that, then only continue watch. Otherwise, it would just break the flow as well as reduce your interest to continue further. A very warm welcome to you. We all have been aware about the handshake etiquette, right? It's a much common sign observed in the business meeting or gathering. Therefore, it do contain certain bifurcation, and we all should be aware about the handshake etiquettes and its type. Starting with the first type of handshake. Are you all excited? Yes, as we can see in the picture, it says fingerella handshake. You heard it right. The one person extend the right hand with a thumb down, as we can see in the picture. Fingers are curled, which invites receiver to grab only the fingertips. It's usually commonly called as a lazy kind of handshake. Next, we have our second kind of handshake, which is called as a wet handshake. The efficient way to make a very bad first impression is offering a cold wet handshake. As we can see in the picture, both of the handshake looks quite pressurizing each other in a indirect way. Therefore, it's suggested to hold a beverage in left hand and right hand free for handshaking. The third kind of handshake is quite funny. It says a bone crusher handshake. It's often indicate that person is trying to take charge of the conversation. Handshake which is limp, clammy or that's not accompanied by eye contact might show that the other person is anxious and quite unaware of the conversation. Moving forward with the fourth handshake, which is dead fish handshake, also called as no energy handshake. As we can see in the picture, they both are shaking hands as if they don't have bones, which also says in our defined part. In different handshake that feel like person has no bones in their hand. It showcases reserved personality. This handshake is least favored or preferred by everyone. The second last handshake we have is bent arm pulling pushing handshake. It's a big name, right? But it all contains the activity of the handshake which it defines. It says a worst handshake which feel like more fighting. As we can see in the picture, we can assume that both of these persons are having a conversation which is turning into a negative way, and they are passing on negative vibes to each other through bad words. The last but not the least handshake is aggressive handshake. As the name suggests, it reflects a bad imprint on both sides. It's too strong that other person is trying to dominate the interaction or conversation. On the other hand, a weak handshake suggests disinterest or nervousness. Finishing with the classification of handshake, let's have a look at some of the ways which we should follow while having handshakes. Yes, we all have been wondering if these all six handshake which we have covered are not considered as a good, then what is the best handshake? Yes, are you all excited? Starting with the first one. We should always extend our hand straight. We must wrap our fingers at the right way with the right angle. We should make a web to web connection with other person. Both the person should try to shake and craft a firm grip. Last but not the least, we should place our elbow at the right angle, that is 90-degree. As we can see in the picture, both of the arrows reflect the right angle correctly. Yes, that's the end of our handshake etiquettes and its ways which we can be a good handshaker. Let's end this on a sweet note. If you understand each other, you will be kind to each other. I wish to have a bright future for you all. Stay hale and hearty. See ya.